on the internet, what do you see? Clickbait, politics, dressed as comedy. Who's outraged, who's doubling down? The GGHOP is here to turn it all around with an ancient idea called having fun. Sounds a little scary, stick around, don't run. In the next 60 minutes, begging you to try. Open up your echo chamber and ditch your tribe. There's just one mission by which we're led, to put a big fat smile upon your head. The song is almost done, time to stop the show, but there might be something left that you'd like to know. What's GGHOP mean? It's your right to ask. The guaranteed, genuine, honest to goodness 1 hour podcast. Welcome to the GGHOP. It is Wednesday, December 27th? 27th. I got it right. We're sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. Right? Are we still sponsored? We're still sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. That's fantastic. And also the Frankfurt Beer Works. We're broadcasting live from the tap room of Frankfurt Beer Works right here in Frankfurt, in the heart of the, I have to read it from there, Christian Ridge Historic District, right here in beautiful Frankfurt, Indiana. I'm your host, Bill Gant, along with James Swinford.
How we doing?
Hello, hello. Karen Haynes.
Yep.
Check. Doing well. And then our special guest today, Hunter and Taylor. Taylor and Hunter, as I'm looking at them, of Luna Worldcast. Good morning.
Hello.
Thank you for coming. Sorry, you've got to split a mic there. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You could share.
That
work?
is fine.
We share everything.
Yeah.
Speak up. You're used to that kind of weird stuff.
We share everything all the time.
Yeah.
You got to mouth it like you mean it.
Oh, yeah.
She means it. He means it.
Yeah, no, we really do. So we are absolutely fine.
Great. Just back from New York City, and we'll talk to you a little bit about that in a moment, and some other things, some other exciting things, right? All right. So we've been gone a while. Glad to be back. So it was after Christmas, but let's start it with giving the stuff away.
Better.
Sound good?
Yay.
All right. So Karen, very official. Hand Karen, there's the stack of the entries. This is for the freaking Franklin's worth of food from the farm. $100 gift card from Wilson Farm Market. This is a big deal. Pick out any one you want, and then just hand it back to me.
Okay. Good, because I was worried.
Anyone out of that stack. A lot of entries. Okay. So the big winner for our first ever giveaway, the freaking Franklin's worth of food from the farm.
I'm ready. Excited.
Okay. This is E. Stevens 2. E. Stevens 2 will be getting a hold of you about your card. E. Stevens 2. They didn't want to use their real name. That's okay. E. Stevens 2 is the winner.
Fantastic.
The rest of those are losers, and they go in the hopper. Actually, here, I steal these people's credit card information later.
Cool.
Yep, that's what I use that for. So that's one. That's the big winner.
Woohoo!
Okay, and after the 29th, let's see, the 29th, that's Friday, this Friday, right? Right before New Year's. Jimmy Ramos will be here. Talking about a little giveaway for the kids, helping the kids again in his book. And after Jimmy, then for the new year, we'll have a different giveaway. We'll start in January.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, got a few good ideas.
Great.
Few. So E. Stevens 2, congratulations. You're the big winner. Then our winner, we pre-picked this one for the basket of beauty.
Yeah.
The beauty basket. Okay. Do you want to read this?
I'll give him the best shot. You know how horrible I am.
Well, I know, but just sound them out. Here we go. We'll see how this goes. Now this is our winner.
How about you read your part when it gets back to you?
Okay, I'll see.
Yeah.
I have trouble with my contacts. Hopefully I can. So this is
I'll
our.
give you my glasses.
You
I
wrote
don't know
it.
if we
You
have
don't
the
even
same-
remember it?
I wrote it.
You write too much stuff.
I
You
write
don't
a
remember
lot.
half the shit?
Yes,
All
I can.
That works.
Okay.
So this is our winner, and it's we won't say the name. It's Aaron. James? Aaron.
Mounts.
There we go. To protect your anonymity, it's Aaron Mounts. Okay, good. I was hoping for Aaron.
Hey, she won.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Well, she was sweet enough to actually write more than just a sentence.
She did. She's very descriptive.
She
did it
was.
the original way.
Yeah.
Okay. So
She said, I need this basket of beauty bullshit.
good start.
I believe that's what it was called. I will play along for Bill. I need this basket because I have an ungodly amount of hair on my head that's connected to my shoulders. Don't make this weird.
The other head? She's a woman, right?
Oh my God.
There
I
isn't
also
another
would like
head.
to vote on the
What's wrong
pickle
with you, Aaron?
loaf
What is your name?
bikini.
What's your name again? We're embarrassing her live.
Just
There we
say-
go.
Just say Aaron.
What's up with you? You don't have a head down there. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Carry on.
I said I would also like to vote on the pickle loaf bikini.
Of which there's no contest, but go ahead. Aaron's listens every day.
She's
Watches every day.
putting
She's
a
great
vote
at
in
it. Very detail oriented.
No, because you said when it gets to 100 views or
Yes.
100 was
100
it
followers.
100
100
followers,
followers,
1,000
be like
1,000
followers,
views on
yes.
a video.
and then we'll do that. But we have the viewers will get to vote on
On
who's
who
wearing.
wears it.
But it's a jalapeno cheddar loaf bikini. It has nothing to do with pickle loaf.
Pickle loaf.
Get with it.
Well, maybe.
No, I said pickle loaf.
He said pickle
All
loaf.
right.
Quit listening
Well,
to
okay,
James
okay,
and
okay.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Please, under any circumstances, I'll do not let Swinford wear such a thing. I've never seen bear skin on him, and I'd really like to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes your imagination is enough. Thanks for the show. Happy holidays, and pick me.
I'm just
A tangled
skinny
up
and
mess
really
of
fucking
hair.
White. I mean, come on.
P.S. Have you paid attention to Swinford's fingers? That fuckers can phone home after a bag of Cheetos.
Whoa.
Response, please. Read
Well,
that.
When you read that, it's the first time that I've read it a couple times, and bearskin in my mind when I was reading it, I kept thinking like, what's the joke about a bearskin rug? Now I get it. His bare skin.
Bear skin.
It's okay. I can make a mistake. She misspelled half the stuff.
They put the
I
E in
have
a
a break.
different spot for that word.
Okay, so now let's see. These are contacts that are supposed to be
Here.
help me see.
No, I
better.
have readers.
contacts in. Let me see that.
Give it
Let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. Bear with us here. I'm sure this will
Mhm.
help. That's kind of oh. Well done. I didn't need expensive contacts. All this dumb shit. What are these, like $1 or something? This is chintzy, but this is great.
I can see the bifocals in it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You're
Great.
welcome.
Good. So now we can burn Aaron.
Just figured
properly.
out he's old.
Benjamin Franklin over here.
And,
I know, right?
and it's now it's Aaron who again? Where are we roasting? Because
He
we
does
gave her
need like
name.
a little candle and shit.
Aaron
Just
Mount.
hold it.
Is it?
Sheep and a kite.
Hey, leave me alone. All right, Aaron. So I wrote back to Aaron. She sent us this wonderful letter and knows it seems like a lot about you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we
yeah.
just at our wedding a few months ago.
Oh, is this the wedding you went to that had the
Yeah.
open everything?
Yeah, yeah.
Like was like the taco bar and it was like this 10-hour,
Oh,
like,
no, I
show
know.
up thing.
I don't know if it was all that.
Okay.
I went to it was one of the 3 weddings I went to, but
Okay. Cool. But then also you told me you hung up some at Pepe's with this person. We won't go far into that one. Playing video games on certain substances.
well, we don't do all that stuff. That was the 90s.
That was years ago.
That
That
was
was,
the
like
90s.
2021.
That was the 90s.
Yeah, okay.
We don't count
So,
the 90s.
Aaron, thank you for putting your name in our, as you call it, basket of beauty bullshit. Please note, to be fully registered, each of the letter B's need to be capitalized. However, we will overlook this small error due to your insightful joke about the length of James's Arsenio Hall-like fingers. And for those who don't know Arsenio Hall, look it up.
Google that shit.
Know that you are fully registered and in good standing with the GGHOP. Sorry, no show this week. That was last week. Okay, but join us today, Wednesday, 27th. We'll be drawing for the aforementioned giveaway, as well as the freaking Franklin's worth of food from the farm, a $100 gift card from Wilson Farm Market. If you have any grammatically incorrect ways to name this giveaway, we're all ears. Thank you for watching, following, and spreading the word about the GGHOP, the podcast that just might save the world. Hugs and kisses, Bill Gant. So, take the grandmas off. Pass that back to Rose. Thank you, Rose. I'm glad you had them. That would have been a struggle to get
Do you
through.
know how many times like we'll be at a restaurant or something and somebody says they can't see something? I'm like, dude, here, try these. They're like magic.
It was like magic. That was real
They're magic.
excitement on my
I
face.
was able to read it.
They're trifocals, just FYI.
Holy cow.
3 levels of
Fucking
goodness there.
sucks.
I
right
was
there.
using the tri-part too.
I know it.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I like went back from trifocals. I had a job where I had to look at a computer and anyway, so when I left that job, I was like, I don't want those anymore. And I got just normal bifocals.
Yeah.
And then I realized how much I really relied on that try.
Driving into shit.
We are so lucky, Karen, that you're so
I
blind and
know.
old. Glad to have you on the show. So let's move on to the next part. You're only as old as the person you're feeling. Right? Something like that. That's what you told me
Yeah.
years
Oh,
ago.
well, yeah.
Okay, so we've given away the Freak on Franklin's Farm food, $100. Congratulations to E. Stevens, too.
Apparently, I don't have to
then-
drive.
And what?
Apparently, I probably won't have to drive.
You don't have to drive where? Oh, yeah. I don't think you have to drop these prizes off. We
I'm
won't drop
assuming
the
this
prize.
person's got vehicles.
We will get with the people and make sure you get your proper prizes. Okay. And then Aaron, let's see. Oh, the last thing we have to do, we were during the holidays. If the sign fell off, we're giving $10 to the kids. But we were gone a couple days. I think we had made up to about $100.
Right.
Yeah.
So I brought the checkbook
Woohoo! It's pretty.
now because I didn't bring a pen and I'd have to put those trifocals on again. But I got the checkbook and we're gonna write it and we're gonna make it out to who's the spot? Who are we helping? Who are these kids?
Coach Kids,
The needy
was it?
kids, the kids
No.
of the street. What is it?
Was it Coach Kids?
Timmy's little what? Coach Kids. Coach Kids.
Little
That's
shits?
it. You guys are with
Little
it.
shits.
Not little shits. And I never said that. Boy, now we're going the wrong way.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
She is.
Lebowski Urban
Cranky.
Achievers.
The Lebowski Urban Achievers, whatever, right? So it was $100 we had given out so far, but for the holidays, we're going to give an extra $150. So we're giving a $250 check to Coach Kids. That's from Wilson
Fantastic.
Farm Market and the GGHOP to help out here during the season. Coach Kids, very nice, puts you in touch with adult mentors for people that don't have.
And none of us should be it.
And that's why don't hang out with us.
Nope.
And they don't have to be around any people
Yeah, I've
involved
already-
with this show.
Yeah.
Just help pay for it. And we're going to give them a regular check instead of that big check.
Because that cost money.
Well, no, you can think that way, but I was thinking of saving the environment, Karen. So
Oh, yes. I forgot we were supposed to do that.
we're not supposed to print big checks. It's a big no-no.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right.
I should know
Said
better.
The guy with the truck with terrible exhaust. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, and no heater. Giving money to the kids. I don't have any money for myself, for my truck. Let's see. So the 29th, join us Friday. Jimmy Ramos will be here, a local artist, photographer, has a book, and then he has come up with a great way to donate to Coach Kids as well for the next couple of months. We'll talk more
Fantastic.
about that
He's photographed you guys a lot, hasn't he?
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys know
Yep.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, we love him. He's awesome.
Great guy, very
Yeah.
good guy. So I think we've covered it all. I think we're good to go. How about before we get started with these two, and then they can chime in too. Anything exciting you want to say about Christmas, James? Did you have a good Christmas time?
Yeah, basically.
Everything cool?
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Anything exciting? Did you give something exciting?
Nah, not really. When your kids are teenagers, it's kind of just like, whatever.
It's different.
They'd rather,
Sleep in and.
have a couple $100 cash and go
Yeah.
game with their friends and be done with it.
So did your son get a couple $100 cash? Is that the?
Oh, that's
Just
what
get cash?
I usually just give him straight cash.
Okay.
She buys him a few random things he needs, and then I'm just like, here.
So then yesterday was his day. Was that his day to like go out and spend all the cash? Did he go out after Christmas and?
No,
Get everything?
he's not too bad about saving it. Everybody's into whatever they're into now. Like I think they're all playing Fortnite again because something happened on
Oh.
Fortnite, so they're all playing Fortnite again. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, they're
That's
spending a little bit on there.
Very good. My son's playing some of that. There's like mini games in it.
There's a whole
That they
bunch of
love
shit on
to
there, man.
do. He's not even
Yeah.
playing like the real game.
Yeah.
He's like a DJ or something. I'm like, what do
Yeah.
you?
I think they're all like Lego characters right now or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The kids are into that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I am not.
But other than that, had a great time. Son
Oh,
had a
yeah.
good time. Wife had a good time.
Went and hung out with the Mexican fam on Christmas Eve. They always have theirs on Christmas Eve rather than Christmas. So
Yes.
yeah, ate a lot of fucking tamales.
Okay.
Ate a lot of tamales.
Very
That's
good.
what smells.
Are
It's
you
fantastic.
picking up some Spanish when you're there? Are you learning some of the language?
Oh, I understand a little bit. I can't speak it or
Okay.
dare to
Do you-
translate it fully, but I know a little.
Do you dream? Do you think you can speak it, but you're just afraid to?
Oh no, I can't speak it all. I barely speak English very good.
Well,
Yeah, because that's the word I was supposed to use.
uh-huh.
Very well.
I think you're doing well. Bueno.
Yeah.
Bueno.
Why? Maybe for some of these delicious foods, if you that way you know how to. If you ever go somewhere, you can say, "Hey, I want."
Oh no, I like to say it grammatically just terrible on purpose.
Hey,
Make myself see me
where's
want
my quesadilla? And,
tamales.
yeah, you guys got any ketchup?
You guys got jalapeno crackers?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I see it. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm just terrible with it.
That's all right. A delicious Christmas Eve meal with your Mexican family.
Oh yeah.
Then there was some football too. That go good?
Not for them because the Dolphins beat the Cowboys. but that's-
Oh, they
yeah,
were sad.
That was a bummer for them.
Bad day.
Muy triste.
Yeah.
That might be Portuguese.
Yeah.
You guys speak Spanish or anything? You
Go
help me out over
Eagles.
here? I bet you speak fluent Spanish, don't you?
No?
No,
No.
muy poquito.
Portuguese.
Portuguese? Falando as well.
Ora,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, man, you just flipped me off.
that's what it means.
Oh, I never learned that in class. They didn't teach us that.
Nailed it.
Je ne sais pas.
Let's move over to you. What'd you get for
Oh,
Christmas?
I
Get something
got a
fun?
Strymon Zelda. My amazing husband, it's a
Yes.
pedal. It's an effects pedal. It's a
Guitar effects pedal. Yes, 'cause you're a guitar player.
It's like a modulation pedal. It does all
Cool.
kinds of cool shit. It's awesome. But my amazing husband surprised the shit out of me with it.
Oh,
I did not expect
you had no
it.
idea it was coming.
No idea.
Was it wrapped? Was it all set up with like the rig and you woke up and it was there?
It was wrapped in a, like, it didn't look like what it was to me. The box was just, and I had no idea. And it was just wrapped with the rest of the presents under the tree that we had. And it was the last thing I opened. And I was just like, I couldn't even talk.
There were tears.
Just about. Yeah,
That's awesome.
just about. It was
So
heavy.
then you've been playing with this pedal now for the last day and a half.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have the rig all set up in our little jam space, and we've just been like, ooh.
Now, when you're jamming at home and you're working on things at home, you live in an old like Victorian house that's like sectioned off into apartments.
Yeah.
Do you have to like keep it down, or do you guys just play through headphones?
No, our landlord's pretty chill about it, and if we just kind of keep it down in the middle, when it gets really late, if we just keep it pretty tame, nobody really says anything. I don't know if they just can't hear it or if they like it or what, but we can kind of crank it. Yeah, we really do crank it.
So
And then they're not playing death metal. So
that's true.
No, our stuff's pretty chill, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Usually, we've never had a complaint, and we do just blast music 98% of the time. I'm shocked.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's really no
People
rule.
are all right with
That
it.
one. Yes, props
But-
to the
Yeah.
neighbors.
When the sun goes down, the volume goes down as well, correct?
About midnight.
Yeah,
Okay.
midnight. Usually, we're like, okay, let's be respectful. But
Your neighbors just know good music then.
Yeah.
I
Right,
think they
they're
like
cool
it.
with this.
I don't know.
I'm liking it.
Maybe they just think we're cool. I don't know.
Now, Karen,
yeah.
before we get to your exciting Christmas doll, I do want to say too that guests on the show. So here's the front of the shirt. Okay, got the logo. All
Yep,
right,
yep.
something like that. Then you've got the complete show logo with my name on the back.
Yeah.
You're walking around with my name on your back.
Woohoo.
When you go to Walmart or to bed. So everyone that won earlier today will be receiving a shirt. Okay, E. Stevens too.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And Aaron M. Again, to pronounce anonymity as well. So that's very good. The kids don't get shirts though.
No.
No, they
Not-
just get the check. And they're all one size fits all, which means extra large. But then talking to your husband this past weekend, he was upset. He scared me
he
first. He's like, "Hey, those 2,000 shirts you got that are double X." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! I didn't order 2,000 shirts, and I didn't get double X's." Yeah, they're all extra large. But your husband wears a what?
Small.
Yes, now he's a horse jockey,
but
right?
he wears a small, but
Oh,
he shouldn't.
don't let it fool you.
How like you like to be comfortable, it'd probably be like a medium or a large, you just
Yeah.
be comfortable. But he's got like he's just
Breasts. What's this? He's got breasts. You're
he's
doing this.
spelt.
he probably has bigger ones than me, but it's all muscle.
He's a grower, not a shower.
Can I say I've never seen him actually like wear a shirt walking down the street?
That's right.
Yeah.
Did I not
He
say
usually
that?
usually has an open beard
Yeah, he's always
Yeah.
and no shirt.
Yes.
Yes.
Walking down Clinton
Yes,
Street.
you saw
And we
him
don't live in
clothed today.
Florida.
No, exactly. We don't live in Florida or near a track for NASCAR.
Yeah.
But he's walking
So-
around no shirt.
So I've got
Yeah.
strict instructions to see how well I can shrink these shirts.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe,
No.
but then he told me what I said, well, hey, no problem. I'm sorry. I tried to get something in the middle,
Child
And I
small.
said, what size do you wear? Like a men's medium then, something like that. He's like, I wear a small. A small? That's like
Actually,
a child shirt.
Grab that shirt right there if you want.
Okay,
because
hold on, I'm
that is
going off.
his shirt.
Oh, we're going fat guy in a little shirt.
Sorry. Sorry.
No,
At least not for a few more followers. Try that thing. Look at this.
So,
He fits
this
with
is what
glutes.
Ryan wears.
Glutes on your husband. This is his night shirt.
This is the good shirt. This is Frankfurt Beer Works. That's our brewery.
I like it. He's got a big fat
Home
white nug
brewery.
on the back of that
But
thing. Good
I
for
mean,
him.
I couldn't even.
Oh, that are hops.
yeah.
those aren't drugs.
Yeah, it's a hop.
My mistake.
Anyway, so
I know,
yeah.
Were you fooled there for a minute?
just a little,
First cousin.
yeah.
They're related down the line. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a little shirt. So all these are extra larges, not smalls. If you need a small shirt, I'm just
I'll,
give it to
I'll
again.
give you the recipe on how to shrink it.
Wash your
hot,
car.
hot,
Can you
hot,
shrink it
hot.
from extra large to small? Is that doable?
Well, I don't know if I can shrink it that far, but I'll
I
let
didn't
y'all
think
know
so.
Keep us posted.
how many washes it takes,
It
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
easier.
how many licks it takes to get to the center.
Might.
Oh, sorry. Wrong
Hold that
type.
thought.
She's like, whoops.
It might be easier to fatten your husband up.
I don't
Just
think
fill him
so.
full of cheese
No.
and bacon.
No,
All right.
no, not gonna happen.
Okay.
I think he sweats protein, doesn't he?
Probably does.
He probably
is
does.
like shredded out too, like totally ripped. So cool. So there we
Insane.
go. There's the shirts. Now
Insane.
back to you. You want to talk about licking something to the center? Is that where you were heading? Does this have to do with Christmas? Do you want to talk about Christmas?
Well, I did
Talk
get
about your
lots of
Christmas.
goodies.
You got some goodies at Christmas.
I did. I get to see Sarah McLachlan in concert this summer.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay.
I'm excited.
Where are you gonna go?
It'll be at the Whitestown.
Oh, you going to White River State Park?
White River State Park in
Yeah,
June.
White River State Park.
That place is
Wibble.
awesome.
Wow, wibble.
Cool.
Yeah.
2 tickets? Is you 2 going? Or is
Yeah,
it-
just Ryan and I
Okay,
are going.
all right.
Yeah, so
Does
that
he,
was cool.
Does he like Sarah's music too? Like,
Oh,
was he
yeah.
into it? Okay.
Yeah, it was one of our. I think I went and saw her at Lilith Fair, one of the last Lilith fairs, and when he met
I went
me,
to a Lilith fair too.
I shared that with him, and I think he was like, "Okay,
Oh.
I'll have the girl, and I'll have this too." So we listened to that. and
Fantastic.
Love Nora Jones, and I mean, there's a lot.
Jones.
I mean,
What
he's
about
got
the,
good range.
Indigo Girls. You guys like that? Yeah. Okay.
No.
So when
I saw
you're
the Indigo Girls one.
when you're at a Sarah McLachlan concert, do you have to call, like when she like what do you want to hear, and you're like, play the Dogs Are Dying song? Is that like
No.
is that not a request?
Sometimes he yells out Slayer.
No, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Nobody
make a joke,
knows, they're like, what
but my
the
song
hell?
is Sean Colvin. Like I'm so off. I don't even know what we're doing. I was gonna say Sonny Came Home. That's Sean Colvin.
No, I was
Sean
talking
Colvin.
about all those help the dog commercials, all the ASPCA commercials. They
Oh,
always play
yeah,
Sarah
yeah,
McLachlan's
yeah, I got
song
you
in the
now.
background.
Okay, now I'm
No.
with you.
Yeah,
That's sad.
like I know what that joke is. I thought I'd get a couple of ahs, but you guys
Sorry,
didn't,
I
you
didn't
even get
I-
the joke at all.
See, now you know how I
I
feel.
thought I was the one doped up on sinus
now you know
medicine.
how I. Right. Jeez.
Sorry.
Well done. So Christmas
So I had
tickets are great. That's like we talked about before. Like,
Yeah,
a good
that's-
idea
yeah.
for presents. Is
Yeah,
Experience
give
presents.
experience
type of
presents.
things. Very good.
Gave the daughter the tickets to Bonnaroo.
Oh, you did.
Yep.
Just for 2 tickets. Is it
No,
two?
just it's a campsite. So I paid for a campsite, and I made her this fucking awesome card.
Yeah.
Of course she has it, but I'm use like a cutting machine to make things, and man, it was just something I hadn't done before, and totally enjoyed doing it, and it turned out really cool.
So cool. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was
Yeah.
awesome. It was
You are
fun.
crafty. Your
Very
house
crafty.
is beautiful.
Crafty Karen.
You do very well.
Yes.
So
So now when it comes to Monterey, are you going? Like, is it at the campsite? How many people can go? If you're in a campsite, how
don't
many people are allowed
know.
to go? Do you guys been? You know,
have anybody been?
you been?
Like, it depends on the campsite. Some of them are like. Depends on the campsite. Some of them are like 2, 4,
Okay.
8, 10.
All right.
I don't know. It depends.
All right. And you've
have-
been before, right?
Yeah, but it was 2008. It's probably a whole other world.
It's
Okay.
it's another
Whole
world.
other world.
yeah, kids don't use lighters for the drugs anymore. You just pop them in.
Yeah.
Do they still huff balloons? I don't know if they
Yeah,
still huff
numbers. Do
balloons
you do
or
that?
not.
Do kids huff the balloons, Karen?
Karen have balloons.
Do kids huff the balloons still, Karen? Do you
I don't think they do.
Okay, I
I've
think
not
that's
seen
right.
That's
them.
never going away.
really?
It's never
Yeah,
going away.
us
I've
old
been
school.
here since like Egypt.
Nitrous.
Yeah,
nitrous
The,
balloons?
the
Whippets.
Egyptians used to
Never
huff that
going away.
stuff. That's
You're never
good.
looking for it, but somehow you find it. That's
It
how
always
it.
finds
Yeah.
We used to go to West Lafayette and discount den and buy whippets
The box.
and then get a big punching ball. Yeah, those
So,
are the days.
so
That's
those
never going away.
No.
It's never going away. I got fooled once, and I won't go too far into the detail of my whippet story. I guess because these are whippets. I thought it had to be the whipped cream can to be a whippet, but
Oh no.
I don't know. I'm getting way off here.
It's nitrous
Okay, I
oxide.
told you about the kids.
Yeah, we called it whippets.
But this was a friend of mine. I was tutoring this friend's daughter, okay? And then we got done with it. And then he was like, hey, I've got this nitrous tank. And then I thought for some reason, like it was like you could buy it for yourself or something. I was unsure about the law. And, at one point I'm in a front yard in like June at like 2 PM, hitting this balloon with this guy, and then I'm starting to, then I'm asking him questions, while we're doing it, and then he's like, well, I had to, hey, you're not really supposed to. I'm like, wait, you're not supposed to have this, or you can't have this. And he's like, no. I'm like, oh my God. I was, just in the front yard, right in town, just nailing
Whippet
this
balloon.
freaking whippet balloon, man. Like after tutoring somebody. And then I got done. I'm like, of course you couldn't buy
Sounds like
this
fish
stuff.
lot.
So, I mean, if the police would have shown up, it would have been one of those things. I didn't know.
We thought it was helium.
God dang it, he
That's
didn't
where
tell
you start
me.
popping off. the squeaky
Ignorance of
voice.
the law is no excuse.
And exactly, and I would have gladly put my hands behind me. And oh no, hey,
My
you're
first
right.
thing I would come up as a police officer. What are you guys welding? We're not. All right, you're under arrest for having illegal.
Yes, we're in trouble. I would have shared it. You did this. Yeah, so I haven't, and I don't really like that stuff anyway. So I wasn't like big into.
It gives me a headache.
Yeah, I don't.
Huge ass headache.
It's yeah.
It
just
saps
inhaling
your fucking
fumes.
brain of oxygen. That's what it's gonna do.
Yeah, it's awful.
I mean, it's literally what it does.
Are you
It
surprised?
just
But
takes
when
it
you're in
out. It
high
doesn't
school,
even-
you don't know any different. You're just
doesn't
like,
fuck around.
yeah. I'll
I got a
take it.
better inhale story though. Can I tell you this one real fast?
I love it.
Okay, this one's
Ready.
you know this one.
Try to control yourself.
So this is not me, but I'm with a couple people, and it was in high school. I think we were juniors. So I ride along with one friend. The other friend is in the back seat, so I'm in the front seat. Got my friend driving. We'll call him Mr. S. And then in the back is another. Let's see.
Mr. Pink and Mr.
Yes,
White.
Mr. Pink and Mr. Brown. Yeah. So Mr. Pink and Mr. Brown. So we go over to Lafayette, and the person in the back seat wants to go into Walmart. And what he wants to go in there and get is a can of stuff that you would attach to something to spray paint models with. He's going to get this to Huff. So I don't want to go in and be part of it, so I stay in the car. The driver and the person in the back seat that wants the can go into Walmart. They get it. They come back. They stole other magazines and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So then we take off and we leave, and then we're driving and we get on the interstate. And the person in the back seat, I can hear him turning it on. And he's back there, and then he's talking once in a while. We're asking him questions. Then we get farther down the interstate, and I hear shh. And I'm like, hey, Mr. N, or whoever this kid is, what do you think about this? I'm like, hey, what do you think? I'm like, dude, stop it. And when I turn around, this person is passed out in the back seat. That nozzle thing is stuck in his mouth and it's on full crank.
Oh my.
So I'm like, oh my God. So I undo my seatbelt. I'm like, you keep driving. We're going down the interstate.
Yeah, you can't.
I get in the back seat and I try to, I'm like, hey, Mr. N, wake up. Come on, buddy. He won't. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get this out of his mouth though. He's always his inhalant is this stuff. I started to pull it. Well, he's clamped down on it and bit on it now. I can't get it out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get it out of his mouth. And so finally I just grabbed his forehead and I yanked that thing right out.
Any teeth?
I think he swallows the nozzle, while he's sleeping. Because when I pop the nozzle off, then this thing just starts all through the cab of the car. So now it's like, oh shit! And so then I grab this thing, it's going all through the car, and then I just open it up and just throw it out on the interstate and shut the door. I just went over. I want to be done with it.
This is all at 65 miles an hour.
Yes, 75 miles an hour. We're 17 years old. It's daylight still. It's not at night. And so now I'm just panicked because the guy's in the back seat just asleep. And I don't know if he's alive or if he's dead. What's going on? Another 5 minutes goes by. He finally wakes up out of it. And of course, what's the first thing he says?
Where'd my stuff go?
Where's the can at? I'm like, I threw the can out. And the look of disappointment on this person who almost died's face was just like, man, he was upset. I think I saved his life.
Well, yeah.
If I was up front and I would have been doing that stuff and fell asleep up front and the guy was driving
And
he
not
wasn't
heard
paying
any of
attention,
it. Yeah.
for 40 minutes, that guy would have been inhaling that stuff. I think we would have killed him in the backseat.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So, George,
Terrible.
I guess you really did have a wonderful life. Thanks, Clarence.
I've huffed paint thinner and fell off a chair. That's about all I've done.
And that guy is still, the person who is in the backseat is no longer with us. But due to natural causes, not. The person in the front seat's still around. But yeah, that was my huffing story. So I wasn't into it.
It's not
I didn't like it
good.
either.
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't like the loss of control. And you're
pretty,
just,
pretty good story.
Thank you.
I
Thank
like
you.
it.
It was a fad in the 90s.
Terrifying.
Huffing was a real
Yeah.
fad in the 90s.
So back to your Christmas really quick. I think you had something you wanted to share about your sweet doll.
So I
You have a sweet doll.
gave a doll like this to my husband's niece,
Yes.
and when I gave it to them, I was like, oh, I'd really like it back.
It's like a
You know,
family
this
heirloom.
little girl, she really liked the doll, so I gave her the doll, and said, I would like to have it back. And I think I realized, long story short, you should not ask for something back, because I felt like an ass because they lost it.
Oh,
And I was like internally because it's part of a part of a set of dolls that go together, and I must have expressed my sadness enough or too much that the mother went and found it and found a better doll in a better condition than what I had given them, and this
There you
was
go.
just the sweetest thing.
That was very sweet.
So thank you, Miss Heather. I appreciate it. It's a Fisher Price doll. I don't remember the name of it,
What's on its ass?
but
Check its
yeah,
ass.
I'm looking up its
Check
ass.
up its ass.
It's
What's
good.
in
It's
its
even
ass?
got diapers, for God's sake.
There we go.
But
Make sure.
anyway, pretty
Suspender
cool.
Rodriguez.
Trying to see if there's a year or anything, but I don't see a year.
Exit only. Is there a tattoo on it?
Oh, sorry.
It's a nice doll.
Can do.
Well, we talked a little bit before we started, and my guess was that your other doll was full of cocaine and cash.
Yeah, and that's why I was so sad it was
There's
gone.
nothing hidden in this
Yeah.
doll.
But you know,
Yeah.
this is a
Very
good
good.
replacement.
Yeah,
Okay.
seems fair.
Yeah.
Well, I had a
pretty
good
cool.
Christmas.
Yes.
I stopped by here. You had an open house. That was very
Yeah,
nice.
that was
very,
fun.
very nice. Very nice. I didn't
Very
know it was
fun.
going to be the whole food thing. We could have brought food. Next year, we'll have to bring some food over and hang out.
No, I actually didn't ask anybody to bring any food.
Oh, but I felt bad. I wanted to bring something
Nope,
for
you
you.
didn't need to.
It's okay.
Nope.
My son was here, and of course, he indulged a bit. Mom kind of let him, and then we dealt with that blood sugar for the rest of the night. He's a type 1 diabetic.
Oh, I
I
bet
think
you
he ate
did.
5 cookies and 6 crescent
Oh
rolls.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
I did
Word,
not
word,
put them in
word,
his
word, word.
hands.
That's okay. It's not your fault. It's our fault.
Yeah.
It's our fault. He's resting comfortably now. No, he's fine. So I had a good Christmas. It was all right. Have something very interesting that I
I'm
want
ready.
to share. Okay. That I think could change the world when it comes to Christmas.
Did 3 ghosts visit you?
Oh.
No.
Close.
Close?
Even better. Even better. Early Santa.
Yes. I don't know how you got him to come early.
Early Santa. That's all I got to say.
You must have paid
Mic
well.
drop. Well, here's the deal. My son, and I know, you had young kids growing up and you had a son growing up maybe, but they're just really excited the night before. It's not that, they're just excited about what they're going to get and they just can't help it. I mean, the past 2 Christmases, my son is up till 4:30 or 5. And really, he's trying to go to sleep. He really is. But I mean, I feed him. 2 years ago, we did a thing where the elf on the shelf came and told us well, hey, I'll be, Santa's coming, but today, why don't you guys make sure you go out on a 90-minute walk? And there's all these things about getting you tired and let's not really feed you much. And then let's kind of starve you out and see what happens. Nothing would work. And so then, we're up till 4:30 or 5. Then he wakes up at, 6:15. So I
Yeah.
slept for 30 minutes and then I got to do the whole day. So this year, Santa, when we went to our other family's get together, okay, when we got back, he'd already been there
That's pretty
Aw.
awesome.
and it was 9:00 at night. So we had the Santa gifts. Now we saved our gifts for the next day,
Sure.
but my wife wasn't sure if that happened, if it would work out. My son said it was the greatest Christmas ever.
That's sweet. And that was actually
Amazing.
the first thing he said when he came in. Santa came early. And I was like,
Yes.
that's
It was
awesome.
pretty nice. Now,
Great.
since then, over the past couple days, we were talking. He's like, that was great that he came early and stuff, Dad. But probably from now on, it'd probably be good if he just came on the day when he's supposed to. It felt weird. So now it's getting weird as we're getting farther away. But when it happened, he loved it.
I think my son was already out on Santa way before.
Okay.
Before that.
Well, I think my son has a good idea. I think he likes to play along and have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but if you're out there and you got the little kids, especially, I always thought like you,
Yeah.
people who are Catholic, because you go to midnight mass. So when
Right.
you get home, it is Christmas. So
Yeah.
why not right when you get home?
Let it happen.
Do that shiz, stay up till 2:00,
Yeah.
sleep in the next day.
That's
Sleep like
so
a baby.
Smart.
See?
Yeah.
Telling you. Someday when you got the little Rugrats.
My parents
Yeah.
would always. My parents always did that. Like half of whatever on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Half of it when we get up, so we could be out the door to head to where it was we were going.
You had somewhere to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. For time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. We usually don't have to go anywhere. So we're lucky. Get to sit around.
Or like how this year, since it was on a Monday, we would have done all that shit on Saturday, and then just had the weekend to do whatever. Yeah.
Little pre. I don't think I got anything too exciting. I did. My wife did make me a beanie with the show's logo on it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Friday
you
I'll
wore
wear
it.
that
It
when
looked
Jimmy's
really
here.
nice.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
So that was
Yeah, I
very
was
nice.
like,
Thank you very much.
I love that.
Yeah,
That was
good time. Everybody had a good time.
good.
All right. Well, now we should probably talk about you, but before that, Just to let you know, we're sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. And now, the week we were gone, we had Aaron Galashan was supposed to be here,
Yep.
a friend of mine who is the assistant superintendent for baseball at Grand Park.
Yes.
Great.
He'll reschedule. He'll be back. And then the Friday, we were going to give away the gift cards, and Scott Wilson, our benefactor, was going to be here, the sponsor of the show. He's a funny guy. He'll reschedule too, so they'll
Great.
both be
I'm
back.
excited
Everything will be
to meet
fine.
him.
Okay, so we'll in January sometime. So we're looking forward to that. But we're sponsored by Wilson Farm Market and Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frank,
We love them
the
both.
works.
So let's get
Makes me
to
so happy when he says it
Taylor
like
and Hunter of Luna Worldcast. Hello.
Oh,
Hello. So let's start at the beginning first. Like what's been going on? You've been in a band together for how long?
we've been playing together for about a little over 5 years.
Okay.
We met in September 2018, and the day we met, we started playing together.
Yeah.
And so that was special. And we pretty much every day since have played some kind of music together, I think.
Was you both at a gig somewhere, like he was playing or you was playing, and met each other? And
When we met, he was actually booking me for a show.
Oh.
So that's kind of like we met through it anyway.
Yeah.
And then, like, I don't know, he was booking me originally for like solo acoustic stuff, but
Yeah.
we were still playing together most of the time. And then it ended up being just like, let's do gigs together because
cool.
this works too well to not share.
Absolutely.
So that's
So-
what we started doing.
So for about 5 years
Yeah.
ish.
About 5
Okay.
years.
All right. Very good. And what type of music for people that don't know? What do you play? You know, what's your genre? You would say.
It's so hard to define, but I think right now it's leaning more towards just rock and roll is what I'm calling it
Yeah.
because honestly it's so broad that it's hard to be like, it's this, you know.
Sure.
But I think rock and roll is a good overarching description for what we do.
I've seen you play a few times, and I would say that's pretty true.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic music.
Thank
So
you.
you are vocals and guitar,
Yes.
and your husband
Yes.
is
Guitar.
guitar as well,
Guitar.
and he plays some fantastic riffs and fills and things he does. It is
The best.
sounds. It's so cool.
The
Your
best.
drummer is
Peter
and he's not
Gers.
with us today. He's busy.
Yep.
Peter, what was his last name?
Gers.
Peter Gurus.
Yep. Gers.
Gers.
Yeah. Gers.
Yes.
Yes,
And-
he plays the drums. He's been with us for about a year in the band. Yeah. Like almost, I think it was December of last year that he started playing with us.
And he's a great drummer.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And he's
yeah.
cool looking. He usually dresses like in black. He's got his hair pulled back.
Sunglasses.
Oh, he looks the part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And in real life
yeah.
now, Peter is isn't he like he's like a chemist or something. I mean, he's like
Describe Peter's job.
he sells acid. Yeah, he sells acid, Bill.
So he's not,
That's what it is.
he's
you
not a
dumbass.
typical drummer. He's the valedictorian of my high school class, 2006 valedictorian at Clinton
Okay.
Prairie.
Yes.
Not a typical drummer move.
No,
He has
definitely
a,
not.
has a-
You think
has
so?
has a physics degree from Purdue. Not a typical drummer move.
Check.
And he's a data analyst for a company called Corteva Agriscience. It's like the ag wing of DuPont. So
Wow.
he does residue data analysis. I don't know what that means, but he does science.
He does science.
He sciences.
He does it
things.
well. Well, he's in
Yes.
physics. He said he was valedictorian of your class.
Yeah, but physics and what he does isn't really the same thing. But it's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just
He's not selling acid.
he's a sharp cookie.
Okay. Yes. No, he is. Sharp.
You have to be a sharp cookie to be in our band because it offsets us being dull cookies.
Okay.
You know?
Well, a couple sharp cookies in the box with some dull ones, you end up getting some pretty average, nice cookies.
Yes,
Really?
exactly.
All right.
So
cool.
you have to be an engineer to be in our band.
Yes, and then you do have hold on, I'm still counting a fourth member.
They're gonna change their name to Trail Mix.
Trail mix.
Exactly.
Get all the right parts in there.
You got a fourth member.
Yeah, Michael Hall.
Michael Hall.
Is the oil.
It's the oil.
Is the fluid.
The lubricant.
Fluid, the lubricant.
that keeps everything.
Is
Yeah.
it warm lubricant when it's
Tiger Balm.
applied or
Yeah.
He's the tiger
Natural.
balm of the group,
Yes.
and he is on keys, right? And kind of holding down the bass line.
He is
He's
on
On
the
the
bass.
ivories.
He is everything almost. Yeah. He's everything. It's weird.
He is everything, and everything is you.
Yeah. We almost didn't want to do this without him, but he's doing important
What
things right now.
he's got that job over there. He's holding it down over there.
He holds it down for us too. He plays the
Yes.
bass with his left hand and organ and synthesizer with his right hand.
wow?
And it's a huge ask. To ask anybody to be even okay at that is insane.
Yeah.
And we didn't really ask him. We just kind of like made him do it.
Try to get
Yes.
one half of
And
my
now-
brain to work
Now
alright.
I think like a year later, he's like, "Why the fuck dude, I agree to do that. But he's stuck. He's kind of stuck doing it. But it's a
Tough
lot of
break.
work.
Yeah, it's
It's
hard
a-
to pretend now that you can't do it.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, you
I-
can.
I know he can do it. So.
That's the thing. He can do. I think you could ask him to play upside down in
He'd
the
figure
water.
it out.
He would figure it out.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
just does like bends over backwards and does like jumping jacks and squat thrusts for us all the time.
I've seen you live. He is much like David Lee Roth back in
Yeah.
'84.
He's just
Ooh.
Yeah,
full on.
they're like the same. I mean, they're running up. No, he's not. He's quiet. He's got
Can
the
we
big
get
hair
him
back
to-
there. It looks really cool.
Can we get him to wear the leotards like David Lee Roth?
I don't think he's comfortable with that.
He's more of a
More
chaps
behind
guy.
it. He's not.
No.
Yeah.
Chaps maybe.
Okay.
He's more of a he's a chaps guy, and you have to know him. You can't. He's just more private. More private. You know. So
Gonna
four
take me
piece
like-
He
band.
drinks
10 more
coffee and wears
episodes,
a
maybe?
cardigan. He's none of those things. He's
Yes.
quiet. He's like, yes, the polar fucking opposite. It's great. That's why we love him.
So you've had this band for 5 years together, but now originally you were from New Jersey, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
what-
from
What city?
East Brunswick, which is right near New Brunswick, where Rutgers is,
Oh.
for people who kind of know New Jersey.
Okay, so there's probably some people out there from Jersey checking it out.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
hello to all those people. Now you grew up in music. Did you went to a special performing school, correct?
Yeah, I went to a couple. I started in like School of Rock, which is this. They were both performance based, so pretty much they would like put you in a band with people who were like of a similar skill level,
Okay.
and then they would give you songs to learn. You'd learn the songs, and then you perform them at like a theater.
All right. And was this a whole school? Like you went all day? Like you actually taught other things there? Or?
There are some unbelievable videos of 12-year-old Taylor going like as hard as you could possibly go on like Guns N' Roses songs and shit.
All
like that.
right.
So
The
didn't one of
School of
those
Rock
get,
videos exist, by the way.
didn't one of those
Don't-
get
don't-
posted that was
don't
like a
play
like a
those.
like a
Okay,
Bon Jovi,
okay.
like you had a Bon
They're out
Jovi
there.
one or something too? There was like
Well, so then I joined this. So that was School of Rock, and it was like children
You're younger.
Oh, yeah,
younger. It didn't take it too seriously.
Disney days.
about, you know.
Yeah. The Disney, but this school was something like after regular school you went
Yes.
to, not
Yes.
on a place where you learn other like a
No.
true school. Okay, gotcha.
Extracurricular. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
excellent.
yeah.
So that was School of Rock, and then you moved on to as you got older.
Rocket, which is like a tryout based, same thing.
Okay,
Same thing, but and that's where I got to. So then through Rocket, they partnered with different. I don't want to use the word celebrities, but like famous people. Where
Artists.
I got to like sing with Bon Jovi one time,
okay.
and that was kind of separate from the original program. But they would just hook us up with these people, and we get the chance to play with them. Like I played with Steve Van Zandt a bunch of times.
I saw your picture with the Carmine Apiece.
Carmine
the drummer.
Apiece,
Man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've met Steve Vai through them, and George Thorogood, and
Yeah.
it was crazy.
just listing off my childhood over here.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I met Brian Setzer.
No, it's
yeah.
nuts, isn't it? You're sitting
All
right next to
through
her.
this
Touch her. Go
program.
I
ahead.
know, right?
It was crazy, and a lot of them I got to perform with, which at pretty big theaters and clubs and things
Yeah.
like that. And it was
There are videos of that.
there are videos of that.
You can
Yeah,
find it.
And they're out there. Okay.
it was crazy. It definitely shaped like who I am as a musician
Okay.
going
now,
into.
now, with those people that played, by and large, they were pretty friendly. I mean, you would meet them some before you had the performance, like George Thorogood or something. Like you talked to him for 5 minutes. It was pretty cool. I'm doing the good ones, and then I'm going to get to the one that I want to get to.
Some of them were like Carmine Apiece was the nicest famous person I've ever met. He
Okay.
was so sweet. George Thorogood was
You said, I remember talking to you before. He was like, okay.
he was all right.
He felt like he was doing you a favor, kind of.
yeah,
just a
it
little.
kind of felt like maybe, you know,
He's like, I got Calverts to drink. I got to get out of
it
here.
kind
I told you I'd
yeah.
drink alone, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was very
Sorry,
just
screaming
like
in the microphone.
he knows who he is. You
Yeah.
know, he knows he's
Yeah.
George Thorogood.
Now, do you have any idea what these people, when they came, what they were paid?
A lot of it, because Rocket was a nonprofit,
Okay.
so a lot of it was through just like the program. I'm honestly not sure how they got him to do it, but it was just nonprofit.
I wonder if that has something to do with it, like,
Yes.
I'm here for the kids, I guess, for my half hour,
Yes.
kind of deal. But
And
some
then-
people really loved being there.
Yeah.
Work release or something.
Yeah,
Right
well,
off
exactly.
stuff. Yeah, right off stuff. And then a lot of it, like we practiced at a theater called the Count Basie Theater. So like the Steve Vai one was us getting a private show from Steve Vai in the theater because he was sound checking for his show that night.
Okay.
And we got to go in and hear him sound check in the theater because we were right in the other room practicing.
Yeah.
Seven strings of
Yeah, and we
awesomeness.
got a picture or whatever, and it was
Now, did
Steve
you,
Vai was nice.
this was Steve. Did you help him with his technique a little bit? His sweet picking. Were you helping him a
no.
little bit with that?
Oh no, no, it
Now-
was weird.
Now, some were good, but now there's one story you told me a long time ago. And then when I was on the radio, whenever this person would come on, I would try to make a point to
Yes,
tell this story. So tell this story. Tell the Bon Jovi story. This is
Yes.
fantastic. This is a true story, and
It
it's coming
is.
from you. Thank goodness.
it is. It's true.
Yes.
We I got picked with a few other people to sing backups for Bon Jovi at a sold out like charity concert. And it was crazy. It was at that theater I was talking about.
Count Basie.
Yes, Count Basie Theater. Sold out crowd. Crazy. We sang with him. It was nuts. And one of my friends who was 14 and a young man
Yeah.
had the guts to approach Bon Jovi after he came up to us after the show and was like, "You guys were great." My friend says, "Oh, you're amazing. I love you," and pours his heart out.
Now, didn't he say too that he had he telling him the reason
Yes.
he was a singer and came to a performing school is because when he was little, his mom listened to Bon Jovi
Yes.
music and he wanted to be like him.
He poured his
idolized
heart. Yes,
this
you're
person.
my hero.
Yes.
You're the whole reason I play guitar.
Yes.
And he goes, "I don't even want to share it, but can I just get a picture with you from my own heart?"
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi goes, "Gotta go." And walked away.
What a deck. What a total deck.
He walked away
And walked away.
and we didn't see him again. And he was gone.
Ah.
He's
And
an
he was
Eagles
gone.
fan.
Look at you. I could tell I just tore you apart. You probably like Bon
Oh.
Jovi. Now you
And-
know how he really is.
This is Bon Jovi
I
with
kinda
the
feel a
soup
little
kitchen,
better.
you know?
Yeah.
I kind of feel a little better
Yeah.
about him now. He seems a little bit more metal. I think I might
More
actually
metal.
like him a little bit more. Yeah.
Well,
Evil.
he's
I
got
know it's terrible.
Poor kid.
I'm just fucking with you. It's
He
terrible.
pretends like he's this wholesome man. Like he's got this restaurant in Red Bank called like the Soul Kitchen, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and he just pretends like he's this charitable kind. And I'm sure it's free to eat there.
Okay.
It's pay what you can.
Oh.
Super.
Don't
like,
ask to take a picture though.
Yeah, God forbid after
Yeah.
you sing
Pictures
with him.
extra.
After you
Check
sing
out my
with him.
restaurant.
That's sad.
Oh,
That's
it kind
so
of
rough.
and I didn't care, but it just broke my heart to see somebody like the fans made you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What would you be without your fans?
Well, I know that you told me before you were, when these people would come, they would say, "Hey, like, don't run up to them and ask them. These are someday you'll be performing like these people. You should see them more as
Yes.
contemporaries."
Yeah.
But I mean, that was a person coming up, something very special, just one picture,
Yeah.
and the fact that
Wanted-
he like laughed at him and was like, "How about no? I gotta go." I mean, that's like a movie. And then-
Yeah.
It really
plus,
was.
it's you guys are such great performers. I mean, this is not just some person off the street. This is a person that really loved you.
It was so
That's all.
weird. It was so off put, especially after dealing with people like Carmine Peace and Steve Van
Yeah.
Zandt and these people who were like, I've borrowed Steve Van Zandt's wife's clothes.
Yeah.
You know, like these people are very sweet.
Yes.
And
This guy wanted to get a picture.
yeah, he wanted a picture.
I imagine there was a cool hat with a buckle or something on it. or
Yes. That's okay.
It was weird.
Yeah, Bon Jovi's weird.
Washed up.
But what a great story. But
It
now he's
was
probably
a
feeding
lot.
all those people. So now I'm going to get a bunch of emails like, "Hey, you know he gives $2 million to the community."
I know.
You know.
No, I'll
Piss
say it.
on
I'll
you.
say it. Fuck
We might
Bon
have
Jovi.
just fucked
It's
ourselves,
terrible.
man. I
What
don't
was your
know.
friend's first name to protect anonymity? Go ahead.
Justin.
Justin, let me tell you, we will get off filleting your ass when you send a picture to us that we can give to Justin.
That's right.
And then we'll talk about how great
that poor kid.
Hashtag-
Slippery When Wet was.
Hashtag
Let's see.
vengeance for Justin.
Dude, he
Or
was
New
such a
Jersey.
good singer, man. This kid
Yeah.
was a good. He still plays. He was a great musician.
Well, good. It didn't crush his spirit.
No,
But he
no,
probably
still plays.
hopped off the Bon Jovi train, didn't he?
I bet he. Yeah, I feel like he
Now
probably
is he
didn't
like-
listen to him.
Jovi for
Somebody like John Thorogood.
Jovi for Jersey Justin.
Yes.
Hashtag.
Right. That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
So there's the truth about Bon Jovi.
Yes.
Maybe he was just having a bad day. That
The,
could
the
be.
Aquanet was in his brain. He couldn't get it out.
Oh,
I don't know. It seems like a symptom of a much bigger problem.
I think you're probably correct.
You know.
I like yours better.
It's called Bonoism.
Bonoism. You too, Brute? Get it? Right in there?
Yeah.
Way too far. All right. So great. We got the
Yeah.
Bon Jovi story. in.
Yes,
Definitely
I'm
talk about.
stoked about that.
But that was exciting. So you went to this type of you were in this kind of whole kind of deal. And then you came out here, you met your wonderful husband here.
Yes.
Now, before you were in the band, what were you doing? You got some crazy stories.
I was working on a hop farm.
A hop
I was growing
farm?
hops in Montmorency,
Sweet.
Indiana, for
Okay.
Hopnoxious Farms.
Hopnoxious.
We grew Cascade and Chinook hops, and I made him rip out all the Sentinel hops because they don't grow very well.
Okay.
In Montmorency or Indiana, really.
Yeah.
So we just replanted everything with Cascade and Chinook hops, and I did that for a couple years. I wasn't great at it. My job was less of farming hops and more teaching 18-year-olds how to be men and work and be on time.
Yeah.
And I'm not cut out for that. I'm not a dad, you know. I didn't have kids 18 years ago or they would act right,
Yes.
you know. So it ended up being like just bossing man children around.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it worked, but you liked it?
Yeah, I was doing that, and I was playing in a weird band that I had to drive about 3 hours away to practice with.
Wow.
Whoa.
And
What type of music was it? What was it?
well, we were rehearsing for a tribute show,
Okay.
and that was the same show that I ended up trying to go book Taylor for.
Mm.
So, yeah, we did that, and then she came and did that, and then she moved in with me a couple weeks after we met.
And then you booked her into your heart.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
sorry. The vodka kicking in.
that's fair. So
Now,
yeah,
so you worked
before-
on a hops farm here in Indiana.
Mhm.
Okay. Any other farms you worked on that were exciting?
I see what you're doing there.
Oh, you don't want to talk about that?
No, we can. Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't know. Okay. I mean,
No, when I was 21, I moved.
James is all messed
When
up
I was
over here.
21, I moved to California. I got a phone call, the craziest phone call ever.
Yeah.
It's like, "Do you want to move to California and live in my house for free?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Free? What does free mean?" They're like, "Free
Yeah.
means help me with my garden." I was like,
Okay.
okay. So it was a medical cannabis garden that I
Okay.
was helping with. And right when I got there, they took me to the doctor's office and paid the doctor $200, and the doctor gives me a prescription, and now I'm legally allowed to help with the cannabis garden.
I see. Because
So-
of your glaucoma.
Yes, because of my generalized anxiety disorder.
Oh, very good.
Is
I
what he
noticed
wrote.
that about
Is,
you.
is what he wrote down. I'm very anxious. you see.
Yes.
So,
Type A. He's a type A.
especially
Get him to jump.
21-year-old me.
Yes, I
You
bet
know,
you were full of anxiety.
Super sad about hanging out
Yeah.
on the beach playing guitar every day. It was really lame. So
Can you
I-
imagine the pain?
I was
Oh.
prescribed, and then I was allowed myself then to grow 99 plants in flower and 99 plants in vegetation. So I was allowed to have 198 plants in my name at that house.
Okay.
Wow.
So it was valuable to have somebody living there for free.
Yes.
It's good for them. So-
Caretaker.
So yes. So then I graduated up to like the big farm,
Yes.
and I got to move to Northern California and work on a big 50-acre medical cannabis farm.
Wow.
Wow.
And not, there's a lot of gray areas up there because you can grow like metric tons of medicine.
Okay.
Back then, this is cowboy days.
That's
This,
sure.
this is way before legalization,
Yeah.
like 3 whole years before. No, but like it was cowboy tons. Like it was different tons.
Sure.
It was
Wow.
more like you're smuggling or you're doing something very illegal. Because there's this crazy gray area where you could grow. If you had 20 people's prescriptions, you could grow 20 times 99 plants.
Yeah.
So you could grow a metric ton
I
of weed.
see.
And what you
Okay.
do with
You're
it,
considered a caretaker.
Yeah, of them. to
what
give
you
them-
do with
Yeah.
it after it's grown is there's this huge gray area. Like, what are you going to do with a metric ton of weed?
Yeah.
Because one of the times
Like 6 metric tons of Cheetos.
well because one of the times that we went out there, we got ours from a guy that was growing for people too, but he
Yeah.
grew it with spearmint, and like
Yeah.
the first few hits of it you would take, it tasted like doublemint gum.
That's
Ooh,
terrifying.
That's
Double your pleasure.
Sorry, that
Yeah.
shouldn't be
Yeah,
good.
it's not stuff that's supposed to like cross pollinate or be in the same area together.
So when you worked there and it's like a gray area at the time, but you're at the large facility, was it weird like driving in there? Were people just like I mean, obviously they know what you're doing. It's a humongous 50-acre place. Like
Is there big
But it's
guns?
on a
weird
mount-
going in and out of there. Were
It's on a
people
It
mountain
was
getting
so
in
far.
trouble?
It was
It's
so
a
far
mountain
off
road.
the grid.
Yeah.
It took so long to get out there.
Okay.
I never actually saw a gun in like 4 years of being there. I never physically saw a gun. Every Sunday you would hear guns going off
Okay.
out in the hills out there. They talk about
Yeah.
the scary part.
Uh-huh.
It was like all hippies and like vegetarians and beans and like fish. I don't know, dude. It wasn't scary at all. It was
Beans?
all hippies,
Beans, fish, hippies, and Second Amendment.
pescatarians, and you would hear like people target shooting on Sundays, but it wasn't
Yeah.
scary.
They were just shooting bean burritos. No one was getting hurt.
So
Cool.
that was like what I did for work there, but for funsies,
Yes.
because every winter I would go home. I got a job at a club in Santa Cruz called the Catalyst.
Okay.
Because the kid that ran the place was actually from Anderson, and he liked that I was from Lafayette.
Wow.
So nobody gets to just walk in off the street from Lafayette, Indiana, and work at this place.
Yeah.
But I freaking did. So it's like Willie Nelson plays there, Snoop Dogg played there, and I got to push Les Claypool's bass case up the stage, and I loaded in stuff and loaded out.
All right.
So I got to move Willie's amp and got to have pizza with Tech Nine, and that was a really cool job.
Pretty sweet.
That was
Pizza
a-
with Tech Nine.
Yeah, he's so nice. We got to have that was a really cool winter job from the farm. Was I get to go hang out and do these cool shows every weekend.
So that's what you did on the off season.
Mhm.
Okay. And you were /roadie/
I just loaded in
bartender
gear, and
slash-
that got me a gig for that production company, loading gear in kind of all over the Bay Area.
Okay.
So I got to get into a bunch of cool clubs and places I never would have went on my own, like the Fillmore
Oh, yeah.
and the Fox Theater in Oakland. I got to go in the back door
Damn.
and see
Wow.
the shit of how it actually functions.
Wow.
Got to do all that when I was 22. So I kind of got a really good grasp of how the flow of a show should go
Yeah. The ins
years
and outs
before I
of it,
started trying to book shows.
and that's definitely helped you now with Lunar Worldcast. That's
Sure.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you have any? Is there any wild and crazy story you have from the Funty Santa Cruz place? Is there something that stands out? A wild time that happened?
Sure. I literally ran into Les Claypool
Oh, physically.
physically.
Okay.
Yeah. So Merv is Les Claypool's favorite band, MIRV. Look
Okay.
that shit up. Very cool band. Les
Merv.
Claypool's favorite band. He was doing a benefit for his nephew at this club. Les
Yes.
Claypool was his nephew had spinal meningitis. His name was Matthew. His benefit for baby Matthew. So
Okay.
look it up. Merv and Primus. Craziest show I've ever seen. I remember feeling like an asshole for getting in for free because it was $150 ticket to Les Claypool's nephew's
Yeah.
benefit. But I was
Oh.
working there, so I
Sure,
got to
it's
just
okay.
walk in the fucking back door.
Yeah.
And I walk in the back door, and it's I don't even know who all was sitting there, but Primus was sitting there. And I was like, ugh, and took a right and went through the door to walk into the Catalyst right as Les Claypool walked straight into me. And
Headbutt you.
dude, I right into his chest. Yes. That's the craziest thing.
Wow. Didn't wash your face for a week.
No, I remember him being like, "Oh, he," in his weird voice,
Yeah.
really close to my face, "Holy shit!" That's him. But that was the only incredibly close encounter I
Yeah.
had with somebody there where it was uncomfortable and weird.
Did you get a chance to smoke weed with Willie?
No, but
Just
old
contact
lady-
high.
Being near
the
it.
old
Contact
the old
Negative
ladies
tone.
that run his tour bus. It's his sister-in-law and his cousin and stuff.
Yeah.
These old girls roll up at noon in the bus with the Indian on it, and it's Willie Nelson's here.
Yeah.
And we load in their stuff, and next thing you know, they pull out this huge table and a huge vegetarian lasagna, and they're like, "Here, boys, why don't you get down and have some lasagna with it?"
Ah.
This big old Texan boy wobbles off the bus, and he's like, "I'm Willie's cousin. I've been working for him since 1971." It's okay, that's crazy.
And you've been eating vegetarian lasagna? I don't buy all
He's
that.
been eating cheese every day.
I was gonna say, right? But it's part of it. So you got to break bread with the Nelsons.
Yes, that
That's
happened.
pretty cool.
Not Willie though.
But not Willie. He's busy. He was
I'll
stoned.
tell you what, Bobby Nelson played grand piano back then.
Mhm.
Bless her soul. Rest in peace, Bobby. She played a grand piano back then,
Yeah.
and the stage is 8-10 feet tall, and then a 30-foot ramp, and 8 boneheads pushing a grand piano straight up
Oh.
a stage ramp that's 3 feet wide, and they had straps on either side to hold it straight. It was sketchy as shit ever. Literally, if you let go, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
The way, it was.
Oh.
That's why they fed you well before you.
Yeah.
No, they fed us after we did.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't screw up the piano. Get some lasagna. Well, so you've been together now a while, but now let's talk about some recent Luna Worldcast. Where were you? What did you just play? You just got home.
We just got back from a little bit of a run. We went to, well, it's less than a run. I don't know. We called it a cross country bender.
A cross country what?
Bender.
Cross country bender.
Because
Luna Worldcast.
so we left on the 20th. The 21st, we played in Belmar, New Jersey at 10th Avenue Burrito, which was very fun. 22nd, we played in New York City on the Lower East Side at the Delancey. Awesome. Very fun. And then we got in the car and we drove from there back to here where I had to play in Kokomo or Greentown at 2 p.m. on the 23rd.
What a
Wow.
tour.
Yes, cross country bender.
Cross-country
Thunder.
This
bender.
one gets home from driving, no sleep, at 10:30 in the morning, 11 in the morning.
Yes.
Takes a shower, does her fucking hair. We leave at noon,
Uh-huh.
drive an hour,
Yes.
set up, and she plays for 2 hours.
Damn.
Not kidding.
Hardcore.
Stayed up for like 40 hours and arguably working like 27 or 8 of them.
Yeah. Well done.
New definition of hero.
Yeah, I did.
So the past
It
couple
was
days doing
crazy.
some sleeping.
Yes, we.
Now, when you go to New Jersey and do the shows, there's a spot that is like a famous spot that you play, like a restaurant, right? The
It's a 10th Avenue burrito.
10th Avenue Burrito.
Yes, yes.
This has been featured on diners, drive-ins, and dives, right?
Twice.
Twice. And so,
The-
and now, is it your family owns this, correct? Or-
A family friend, really close family
Family
friend,
friend.
Brian Katz owns 10th Avenue Burrito. He's owned it the whole time, and
Cool.
it's just amazing. The food's incredible, and
And it's right on like the boardwalk or something. Like
It's-
it's close to it, or the beach. kind
it's
of?
just off the beach. It's
Okay.
just off
Right
the
near
beach.
the
It's-
beach.
There's like a couple of blocks between it
Yeah.
and the beach, but it's just off the beach.
And they have live music.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
so then when you're in town, then it packs out. I mean, everybody comes to see you. Your family all comes there, right? I mean,
Yes, my whole family usually comes and we tend to do it around times where we know that like a lot of my family is going to be there, just so it lines up where my family gets to see us if
Cool.
we're going to do that. So
yeah.
this time it was Christmas, so my grandparents came and my
Awesome.
dad, and
Nice.
I
Yeah.
played a song with my dad, and that was cool. And it was really fun. It was cool.
Did you get-
Definitely a fun.
Did he get you to play some hardcore music?
No,
No?
no, not yet.
Tell him to keep. Oh, the other dad.
Oh yeah, that's the wrong
Oh,
dad. Yeah,
okay,
no,
okay.
yeah. My stepdad is awesome too. He plays music too. But yeah, Jay is an amazing bassist. He's my stepdad. My mom and him got married a couple years ago, but he shreds. He plays great bass. And my dad is in a band called Slow Hand, which is an Eric Clapton tribute band,
Oh.
and they are awesome. They play a lot. They're cool.
It's like a musical
they're like a
family.
review,
'Cause it's
yeah.
in
Oh,
it,
yeah, it's just
like,
in it.
guide and
Yeah.
way in it.
It's
Fantastic.
been my life since I was
Since you were little.
a baby. Yeah.
Very good. So you played in Jersey, got to play there, got to see the family at the burrito, 10th Avenue Burrito, right?
Yeah.
10th Avenue Burrito.
10th Avenue.
Then
Burrito.
where did you play in New York City? What was the club?
The Delancey.
The Delancey.
on
How was the
Lower East
Delancey?
Side. It was so fun. It was so cool. It's like 3 stories, and they have like a basement, and that's where we played, and that's the live music part.
Okay.
Pretty rock and roll down there. It's cool.
Yeah.
And then the middle floor is, one thing. It's just a bar, and then there's a rooftop
Wow.
lounge,
Yeah.
and it's just incredible. There's like fake palm trees and crazy lighting and disco balls. It's crazy.
Yeah, the videos of this place at like 3, 4 in the morning. There's like a line down the block, and it's just really. It looks like a really weird nightclub, but it's not that big of a place.
Yeah.
So it packs out really fast, and it's right on the bridge, not the bridge, one of the bridges from Brooklyn to the Lower East Side. It's called the Williamsburg Bridge.
Okay.
It's right at the foot of it on the city side. So
All
it's
right.
right where you get into the city when you come from Brooklyn. You can walk from Brooklyn or ride a bike from Brooklyn.
Okay.
And that's one of the first places you see right when you get into the city. And it's just like a
Nice.
neat little strip right there, kind of a fashion zone. And
yeah.
A lot of fun.
Now you've been to New York before, like last summer, right? And played. Was that the same? Was it the same spot?
Different place. We
Okay.
played at Rockwood Music Hall in June.
All right.
And that was really cool. That was a whole different
different-
vibe, I think.
Yeah.
This was so much more of like I don't know, it felt hip, it felt like
Sure.
rock and roll. It felt
Cool.
Yeah.
felt edgy. It was
Well,
cool.
great spot being on the bridge, so people can get there anyway. So it probably has a lot of local
Yes.
traffic.
Yes.
And
It's in a
then-
great it's in a good spot. I think we played at like 5:45. So it was pretty early.
Early.
you
Yeah.
know. But they told us a bunch. They were like, "You guys should have played last. There would have been a pack. It would have been packed." I was like, "Oh,
Well, but
But-
they liked you there, right? So I mean, you're gonna go back.
yes,
They
they
let you
did.
come
They
back.
said we're definitely invited back." So I'm really excited to do that.
Just yesterday got actually invited back. Officially
Yeah.
invited.
Oh, okay, an official invitation. To
I
come
don't think we're going to take it anytime soon, but
back? Okay, we
think
got to
so.
spread it out a bit.
yeah,
Right.
we're not going back in 2 months or anything.
Yeah, trips to New York are a little. You got to plan that ahead.
We got to plan a 10th Avenue burrito show. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
That guy takes care of us when we go out there and kind of makes it possible for the whole thing to happen. Both
Right.
times we went there, 10th Avenue Burrito takes such good care of us, and her family comes out and takes really good care of us.
Yeah.
Merch and
Oh, yeah,
tips and
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It just literally pays for the whole trip almost, just playing at 10th Avenue
Awesome.
Burrito. So we can play these shows in the city that we know we're not going to bring more than 10 or 15 people to, because
Yeah.
that's how many people we know in New York City right now. But if we keep doing that, it's going to get better.
Yeah.
The sound guy from the place messaged us yesterday and said, you guys need to come back. The production company messaged us yesterday and said, you guys need to come back. So
Sweet.
we're going to tell them to book us somewhere else. We want to play in Brooklyn. And they were like, cool, get a hold of us. So she books a couple places in Brooklyn. So next time we go back there, looking at Brooklyn and Asbury Park.
All right.
But that's more like this time next year.
Next year. Sure. And you guys are getting ready in the summer, right? You've got a summer tour that you're going to do.
Yes, we're going west in June. We're calling it a West Coast tour, but it really is more of a U.S. tour because it's from here all the way out to California. And we're going to play in California for a few days and then all the way back to Indiana.
Yeah.
So from, December to June, we would have covered the entire country, coast to coast,
Yeah. Yeah.
because we
Wow.
did the East Coast and then we're going to do the West Coast in June.
And you're doing a lot of different places like Nebraska. You're
Yep.
going to play in Las Vegas, right? A couple
Yep.
shows.
Vegas, we have something. Yeah, you tell 'em. You tell 'em.
My cousin owns a brewery in Las Vegas called
Oh.
Nevada Brew Works.
Oh, wow.
Him and his wife are both Purdue alumni.
Okay.
And he was in construction engineering in Vegas for about 10 years. And his wife was in school for nursing in Vegas for about 10 years. And they both worked their asses off and saved a bunch of money and then borrowed a bunch of money and then opened a brewery in the arts district of Vegas. That's like the kind of
Yeah.
the brewery row now.
Okay.
Yeah.
He has one of the fat boy ones. He has like one of the really nice breweries there. And
Hey, show me the picture.
they don't follow any rules. They just
Okay.
like they don't follow brewery rules. Like they make like they will sell you food and drinks. It's Las Vegas.
Yeah.
There aren't.
It's Vegas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't follow the rules.
No,
the,
it's
the
different there.
brewery rules of what's cool for a brewery. But they definitely, in breaking the rules, take a much wider swath other than just like hipster locals.
Yeah.
You end up having like everybody being really comfortable being there and spending money there.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're really
Welcome, all
excited to go
welcome.
to Nevada
Oh,
Brew Works
yeah.
in
Yeah.
Las Vegas in the Arts District,
Very nice.
and Joshua Tree in San Diego and Santa Cruz and Chico.
Chico.
We're going to Chico. My cousin Tara lives in Chico,
I
California.
got in-laws that live in Yuba City, and
Yeah.
then they have a bar and grill in Gridley. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. We're
California
excited about
connection.
that. I've never been to California, so I'm really excited
Oh, it's a
to
different planet.
to what I hear.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah,
hearing-
we're recording in Joshua Tree. I think that's the most exciting thing right now is going to record in Joshua Tree.
is the recording there? It's like a whole new album. Is it just a few songs?
One
What are you-
song.
Just doing a song. Okay.
Just
okay.
one song. Yeah. We set aside a day for it and I'm just really excited for that. It's gonna
Cool.
be cool.
Pretty cool.
Fantastic.
Yep. Yep.
So, where can people find out more about you and where you're going next? Like, where are you going next?
Let's see. LunaWorldcast.com. It's got
LunaWorldcast.com.
everything.
Okay.
Yep. It's got all our dates.
schedule, got stuff for merch,
Yep.
shirts.
Yep, all that good stuff.
Excellent.
We have booking information's on there too.
Sure, if
There's
you'd
a
like
big there are press kits on there if anybody's interested in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the stuff's on our website, and then I think all of our social media is linked too, so you can just go to our social media from our website,
LunaWorldcast.com.
LunaWorldcast.com.
Do you know your next show when it is or where you're playing next? If you, off the top of your head. Maybe
This weekend, I'm playing at Digby's on the 29th and Burnside Inn on Mass Ave on the 30th.
Okay.
Sweet.
And then, yes, Logansport on January 5th, I'm playing Black Dog Coffee.
Okay.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, that place is great. Have you been there?
I think I have.
I love Black
It's like
Dog.
an Urban Outfitters.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of like
Weird.
crafty, and then there's books it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Urban Outfitters with craft beer and coffee. You guys will fucking love it.
Yes.
All right. So the first one you said was Digby's on the 29th.
Yeah.
That's in Lafayette.
Yes, Digby's in
Like
Lafayette.
an evening show then, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I think it starts at, what is it?
Probably like 9 to 11.
9 to
Okay, a
11.
little
yeah,
later.
9
Alright.
to 11, yeah. Digby's sounds like it late.
Burnside's also late.
Burnside is 9:30 to 12:30 on Mass Ave in
That's in
Indy.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And then in January 5th at Logansport.
Black Dog Coffee, Logansport. I think that starts at Yeah, 6 to 8.
Okay.
There you go. He knows. He
Awesome.
books all this stuff.
Excellent.
I'm gonna have to get on that website.
And there's stuff available for all those shows. I mean, if somebody wanted to come see all those shows, can they?
Mhm.
Okay. Great.
All kinds of stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah. The
I appreciate
website's
it.
pretty thorough. The website's pretty thorough.
Oh, and you even
Thank
left us a
you.
card.
Thank you.
Business
Some
cards. for
Love it.
y'all.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna drag my husband, and we'll be rocking out.
You'd be
with
glad
you.
you did. It's good.
That would be
I love
great. You
it.
guys
Yeah,
are
That'd be
fantastic.
I'm so excited.
I'm gonna ban.
You get to see Michael wear 14 hats at once and be
I have
the
been
label guy,
waiting
the-
to see it. I really.
the band dad. He plays the
band's
bass with
dad.
his left hand, the organ with his right hand,
I can't
and a
even-
synthesizer also with his right hand, sometimes at the same time.
Well, like you said, he is the lubricant that holds it together.
He is.
You said that.
He's
Yes,
the KY
warm-
of the group.
Does
Not
a little
me.
pre-law
The warm
in his downtime,
lubricant.
make sure we're all up on the up and down.
Just so no friction, keeping it greasy and smooth.
That's right. That's right.
All I want's the heat.
Well, it's been a lot of fun having you, but it's already time to go. But I'm
That
sure
was
we'll have you
awesome,
back
though.
again when you're not busy. I mean, you're busy all the time, but we'll find some time.
We do live a
But you are
block
close.
away.
That's right. You're
Yeah.
close to
I
the
was gonna say, you
studio
have to
here,
come
so
back
we
when
can
we're
always just grab
brewing.
you anytime we need you.
Yeah, we'll be back, man.
You know, I'm going to put you on blast. Hunter Wainscott lives right there. I could hit his house with a rock from here.
Yeah.
You were telling us earlier
I
about
could
your
hit his house
prowess
with
of
a
football,
rock.
what
Yeah.
you could do at his house.
Yeah, I could hit him with a football from here, which I can't throw a football very far.
You were third
Yeah.
string in high school, weren't you? You
Yeah.
back up to the backup?
No,
Pretty sure he
bad
golfed.
shoulders.
Oh, bad shoulders. That's right. He's,
We could have a brew
golfer.
concert
Told you he's a
type thing.
golfer.
here.
Yeah, I told you.
Dude.
I
Oh
know.
my gosh.
I've got my wheels are turning.
Girl, you tell me. That would be sick.
What are you setting something up over
We could
there?
have a brewing concert. We need it. We've been talking about brewing a beer for the GGHOP.
Yeah.
Dude, that would
Good
be
idea,
fucking.
We'll have a GGHOP tap.
Jeez, let's all go to New York.
I know, right?
Let's all go to Chico
All go to New- We
or the
did it.
greater Chico land area.
I know
I
know
learned.
everywhere in that whole entire county to go. It's awesome. Yeah, paradise. It burned down. So
Yeah,
my
it's awful.
father-in-law was literally living there when it burned down. Like had
Paradise
to get out of
burned
there
down?
whenever it went. Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
Is this the part where we talk about space lasers and how they use like direct energy
No.
weapons to melt Chico and
No.
Lahaina? We're not talking about that.
No,
on
that's a
podcast?
different-
Join us for
That's a
conspiracy
different
talk
Rumble.
on
That's a
another
different Rumble
channel.
James-
I'm there for
James
that
don't-
one too. Yeah.
James
We'll have
don't
you
do
back
that
for
stuff.
wacky conspiracy talk if you want. We can have a wacky conspiracy day. It could be
Yes, please.
fun. Oh, see, he's already
That's right.
Yeah. What do you mean?
okay.
These aren't the droids.
Huh?
Well, we've learned a lot today. We've had a good time. We learned that Bon Jovi's a dick. Yeah, take that, Bon Jovi. Quit feeding people for free, you dick. So that's but seriously, send us a signed photo for Justin, correct?
Yes.
And then we'll let go. We'll let
And
go.
then
of it.
we'll-
I'll never
we'll
talk
move
about
on
it
from
again.
this crowd.
Send us the picture.
Bon
for
Jovi
Justin.
justice for Justin.
That's right.
Justice for Justin. Bon Jovi. Justice for Justin.
Hashtag.
Bon Jovi
justice
justice for Jersey
for
Justin.
That
Yes.
right there.
Yeah.
Let him know. Get
Write
it
it
out.
down.
That would be pretty sweet.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, hey, no
Thank
problem.
you.
We want to remind you again, once again, we're sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. Thank you for your sponsorship. I don't think the sponsorship from the Soul Kitchen is going to come through. But we'll stick with Wilson Farm Market and Frankfurt Beer Works because Bon Jovi's a dick. It's been a wonderful show. Thanks again, Luna Worldcast, for coming in. Join us this Friday, the 29th, with Jimmy Ramos. We're talking a little giveaway for the kids. I've also got 4 exciting games I'm going to be talking about that are for the New Year's. You need to play board games and things.
All
There are 4 exciting
right.
games that are new. Yeah, they're jokes I've written there. I've ran them by other people and no one thinks they're funny. So
So they're
show
gonna-
up Friday and you decide.
They're going to land.
Should be a lot of fun. But once again, thank you for tuning in. Let's see. What do I say? It's been a few days. Oh, treat others how you want to be treated. Lighten the hell up. And now you go make someone
somebody laugh
laugh
today.
today. See ya.
Peace.
Woo!
All right.